Good morning. Welcome to my Tireside chat. It's Friday, June. Is it the 17th? No, 16th. What the hell day is it? 16th, yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, I haven't made one of these in a while. There's always a lot going on. I got driving down Harvard here and the road is blocked off. So I gotta alter my route here very slightly. Yeah, a lot going on. We're leaving for Washington next week on Tuesday, so really, yeah, in 4 days. And it's just gonna be me and the kids. Danielle's got to stay behind because she's got too much work stuff going on. With her job, it's just nigh impossible for her to leave on vacation during the summer or the winter or lots of times, unfortunately. So anyways, the kids and I are looking forward to that. We're going to be up in Washington visiting my mom and my brother and my aunt and everyone for a full week. Oh wow, a train. This happened yesterday too, man. That sucks. They blocked off Harvard. I usually go down, okay, well, that's the end of the train. I usually go down Harvard all the way to Maroa. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was going to say, well, I can avoid the train, but yeah, I don't avoid the train anyhow. There's usually less traffic on that side, though. You're coming down Shields. It's pretty well backed up here. It adds a whole, like in this instance, 30 seconds to my commute, you know. And I won't even remember by the time I get to work. That's the thing. You know, as stressed out as people get over traffic, you know, or I complain about, man, this light's so long. And I sat at that light for so long and blah, blah, blah. Or this person in front of me was driving so slow and really pissed off about it. But then by the time you get to work, like, you've forgotten all about that. Or to wherever you're going. A little Huey Lewis and then isn't. Well, quack all night. Huh? Forgive me, I'm not quite awake yet. I was talking about what else was going on. Let's see, tomorrow's Saturday, and oh, really? You want to come over? Sure. Am I gonna be nice and let you over? I guess. Okay, you're turning right on Blackstone. That's fine. As long as you're not in front of me. See, here I am getting pissed off and distracted. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's the Adeline block sale tomorrow. So my house is on the corner. It shares the street with Adeline. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I'd like to sell at the yard sale, and the kids have got stuff at their mom's house that they can bring over and sell. We'll try it for a couple hours maybe and see how it goes, but I don't want to do too much, put too much effort into it. There's that going on, and then at 1 o'clock, a buddy of mine that I worked with at my last job, this guy Sam, he took a job in Texas, actually, and he's been working there for like 9 months now, remotely from here in Fresno, and then actually he's gone back and forth a few times. It's in College Station, I think is the town, which is like an hour and a half north of Houston. It's like in between Houston and Dallas and Austin, but you know, it's like an hour and a half to any of those cities, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's just like, I forget what college it is that's there. I should probably know, but whatever. Anyways, he's actually moving out there this weekend, and he bought a motorhome. It was like, I went by and saw it. It's, you know, it's like an early 90s, maybe late 80s. Is it a Ford? I forget which one it was, but anyways, he totally gutted the whole thing and redid the inside. Well, I went and saw it when he was in the middle of working on it and put in like the pergo flooring. He had ripped all the furniture out and was redoing everything, redoing the side paneling and all that, and a bunch of stuff, and it was coming along pretty well. So he said he'll have it. He's having a going away party. It's at me and Ed's on Saturday, and invited a bunch of people to go hang out and say hi. So we're gonna at least stop by. I think some of my ex-coworkers may be there. Depending on who it is, it may be awkward, given the way that I quit that job, and, you know. But I don't really care. So we've got that it's at 1 o'clock, and then I want to say it was like me and Edson, right? I want to say it was like out towards Clovis or something. I don't know why he lives over on like Shaw and Marks, so why all the way out there, I don't know. But and then at 4 actually on Saturday, then we've got my buddy Ben Andrada, who I played in bands with for, God, I don't know, 20 years, and whose band I was in up until last October. He's having a pool party and jam session at his house, and has invited a bunch of people over, and there's gonna be probably a lot of drinking and smoking and all that stuff that I love so much. But we haven't hung out. It's like most everyone who was in the band is going to be there, and I think enough time has passed to where we're like cool hanging out with each other again. Not that it was really nasty or anything, but we just I think we were just kind of sick of each other, or at least, like, you know, playing in a band with each other. I don't want to go into it too much, but dude, do you have to do 63 in the fast lane? Like, well, this is the speed limit and everyone should abide by it. Give me a break. Yeah, so that'll be fun. He's got a pool, and he'll be barbecuing, and yeah, we'll see about taking the kids. I mean, they're with Brooks this weekend, but if they're not doing anything, they can come hang out. I'm sure they would love to go swimming, or at least Dean would love to go swimming. Man, I haven't pulled my bass out and like even played a lick in a couple of weeks now. There's gonna be all these musicians over there. We're gonna be jamming, and my chops aren't quite what they. Well, I always say that, and then I pull it out, and I'm like, oh wait, oh no, I can still play this. It's fine. Like it's like riding a bike, but it's not like it used to be, where I was practicing like an hour or two every day at one point, or or like when I was actually taking jazz improv classes or something. That was when I was really at my best. I'd like to be able to do that again someday. Someday when I'm rich and wealthy and I don't have to go to a job all the time. I could just go to school for music, and yeah, wouldn't that be nice? If we could all just do what we wanted to do all the time in a perfect society. Yeah. Good to have goals, anyways. Gotta have goals. Because we're all just doomed. We're the doomed. They're cold, they're lost, there's somebody else's meal, they're doomed. I'm quoting a movie. If you got that, then thumbs up. That's pretty obscure, per usual. I don't know that even Sean would get that one. What is this country doing for the doomed? Sir, Mr. President. Harris, come here, Harris. Come here. Fuck the doomed. I don't know if I did a good Nixon voice there. Pardon the language, YouTube. I know you don't like that, huh? This video is not made for children. What else is going on? Oh, so I've been on that new supplement regimen for, it's been like a month, I suppose. And I finally started taking, actually, I realized at first one of the supplements the doctor recommended to me was this one called Adricor, which has B vitamins and a bunch of other stuff. And it's supposed to help me with my neurotransmitter levels. And for like 3 weeks, so I went and bought one. It was, I think I'd mentioned it, but it was like $67 for a bottle of 30 pills. And turns out, and then I was taking that for 2 or 3 weeks, and then realized when I went to go look it up to go buy more, realized that there was actually like 2 different types of supplements called Adricor. I mean, same manufacturer, but they had one with a different ingredient. This one called SAMe, which is apparently, and I was like, what is that? And like I looked it up, and some countries in Europe actually like label it as a drug and not a supplement, like a stimulant or a quasi-stimulant. It's not like, you know, fen-phen or anything like that, but that's what I was taking. Hey man, it's green. Go. There you go. There you go. And so anyways, I figured out that the one I was supposed to be taking was actually only like $20 a bottle, or $25 or something like that. And I was like, oh, phew. And so I switched and I started taking that one, about a week ago. And of course, the doctor, he always overprescribes, so I'll take 3 of those a day, and then plus 2 of these other daily nutrient ones, which also have a bunch of vitamin B and stuff. I'm like, I was taking, I would spread it out across the day instead of taking them all in the morning. But after doing that for like 4 or 5 days, I just got burnt out on B vitamins to where I was like, the end of the day, I had a headache, and then I couldn't sleep, or I didn't sleep well, and I think it was like Monday night, and then Tuesday I was just like, I looked at my Fitbit and it said like I had 10 minutes or 12 minutes of deep sleep, which is nowhere near enough. I usually get almost an hour. Like a perfect night of sleep for me is like an hour of deep sleep, hour and a half of REM, and then the rest of it's light sleep. And it actually breaks that up. If you have a Fitbit app, it'll show you. And it's, you know, maybe it's 90% accurate or close to that. But all that having been said, the new regimen I've been on has been working pretty well. I haven't had to take any allergy meds at all in 2 or 3 weeks. And now I'm convinced that, you know, my allergies were never really an issue. It was just, I'm allergic to things, but the last time I did an allergy test at Kaiser, they did note that, which was just a blood test. They didn't actually do the full poke test and all that stuff. And even when I did a poke test like 4 years ago, for something like however long ago it was, out of the like 53 things that they tested me for, and the 40 that I was allergic to, most of them, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like, well, you're allergic to this, but it's like a 1 or a 2. And the Kaiser test, now that I looked at it, was, since I had that again, that kind of showed the same thing. They didn't test me for as much, and it wasn't as thorough, but my allergies actually aren't that bad. But then I'd go to the allergist, and he'd be like, "Oh, well, yeah, you have inflammation, and it's because of your allergies. It's your inflammation." And sure enough, that, you know, that's what's making you tired and cloudy-headed, and affects your ability to focus, and which is true. It does do that, but I think it's just a coincidence that that's also part of the symptoms of what I'm experiencing from the my lack of presence of neurotransmitters in my blood, or that my body's ability to process them. So, oh great, my boss is already here. It's 7:02 a.m. and my boss is already here. You know, I love my boss. He's great. Doug is awesome. Sometimes I like to come in to the office and just be alone and just get my stuff together, and I can just like gradually go get my tea or my water or my bubbly and pull my notes out, just figure out what I'm going to do for the day in quiet silence in the darkness. Just me and my thoughts. You give love a bad name. Oh God, stop it. Okay. People walking by going, what the hell's wrong with Robin? I'm gonna go inside and go to work. Happy Friday, everyone.